During the First Crusade, the Church's armies captures the Holy City. Beneath the holiest of temples, the Knights Templar discovered secret vaults and within them, an ancient demonic artifact. The Templars, blinded by greed and with weakness in their hearts, fell before his knees. They had round a new master. Seeing the unholy wisdom the artifact spoke of, they began trafficking in demons and committing all manner of indescribable rites. This was the first heresy. The armies of the Church withdrew and Jerusalem became a depraved pit where hell and out-mortal planes new merged into one. For 8 centuries the Church has undertaken its crusade to recover the Holy City. The landscape has been completely devastated, crossed by thousands of kilometers of mud, trenches and craters. The crusade is now fought with armies wielding terrifying weapons, and both sides evoke supernatural beings of such immense power that they are almost unstoppable. Even with such incalculable power, the armies are stagnant. In the year 1099, the First Crusade captures Jerusalem. The Knights Templar commit the act of supreme heresy. The gate of hell opens on earth and Jerusalem is destroyed in the cataclysm. In 1101, the year of 3 battles, the heretics reinforced by the armies of the Third Circle of Hell, they conquered most of the Levant. 1102, the ancient city of Antioch is fortified and becomes the focal point of resistance against the forces of hell. In 1106, Cobra becomes the first tyrant of the 66. And in the year 1109, the great sultanate of the invincible iron wall of the 2 horns piercing the sky. In the coming decades, Islamic factions unify, the great iron wall of Iskandar rises again and strengthens itself against the heretics. In 1117, the legendary 17 martyrs travel to the earthly domains of hell to convert the heretics. They are subsequently captured, tortured and kept in a perpetual state of agony, remaining trapped within burning bronze bulls to this day. 1165, the Old Man of the Mountain and his Hashashins defend the mountain fortress of Alamut. The castle still stands to this day, being under siege for hundreds of years. 1215 to 1306, the Triclavian Wars of War of Faith. The Church is divided and waging a fierce internal conflict. Heretics and demons spread across Europe as the faithful fight among themselves. Millions of people die by sword and fire. 1346 to 1353, Beelzebub unleashed the Black Grail. Tens of millions are infected and mutated, becoming the worst plague in human history. The corpse wars begin. 1429, living Saint Juana d'Arc leads the faithful, or to expel the Black Grail from Europe. 1477, the city of Arcus is taken by God and no longer exists. 1503, the war prophet Angelos, guided by Saint Eligius, discovers the formula for orichalcum steel. Although extremely expensive to produce, the metal proves to be effective against all sonic weapons and is still useful today. 1545, Antioch is completely destroyed by a mysterious infernal weapon. 1573, the Holy Order of the Dragon stops heretics from advancing after the destruction of Byzantium. 1,000,000 heretics are impaled on the hills of Wallachia, Romania. 1595, walls of New Antioch completed. 1666, the year of 6. In a surprise raid, the newly created heretic fleet captures Gibraltar. The Maritime fortress becomes the base of heretical operations against Europe. The forces of hell access the Atlantic. 1670, due to constant coastal invasions by heretics, the Crown Fleet of England begins construction of the White Cliffs fortress. 1703, against all odds, a small force of Hebrew Knights attack from their secret fortress, destroying the Templar fortress in Acre. 1805, the heretic fleet under the command of Grand Captain Reinga defeats the fleet of England at the Battle of Blood Cliffs. Admiral Nelson dies in combat. 1866, in the greatest of heretical scientific secrets, aided by the demon Marbus, they build the first modern submarine. 1870, expelled from Gibraltar, the heretic submarine fleet takes a heavy toll on the Navy's merchant vessels. As a result, widespread famine. 1872, heretical forces assault the city of Rijeka. They are fortified and the heretical conquest is launched against the European continent. 1894, the year of the Broken Trinity. The Death Commandos simultaneously assassinate the Supreme Pontiff, the High Prophetess Ilia and the Holy Roman Emperor. The faithful are immersed in confusion. The heretic legions, commanded by the nobles of the 7th Circle of Hell and a huge vanguard of tanks, launch a simultaneous lightning offensive in the Levant and Europe. 1910, the Battle of Cordoba, a bloody stalemate. Heretic artillery devastates the ancient city, but the heretic forces fail to gain access to the heart of Hispania. 1914 today. Both sides are preparing for major offensive operations. Across the vast expanses of no man's land, furious skirmishes and raids increase in intensity as faithful and heretics compete for information, powerful relics, and securing strategically important positions.